Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Once again, it's Rich. And I have to be honest, there was no Game 71 recap because that game against the Kraken just took me out. The amount of stress and emotion after that game, I said, why do an episode and go over stats that just are ridiculous, and at the end of the day, the Oilers dropped 6-1, so nothing positive out of that. And being a back-to-back, I thought I'd wait and see what happened with the Calgary Flames game. Now, I predicted a 3-2 game, and it wasn't in favor of the Oilers. I was not happy with the way they've been playing without the two big guns, and Ekholm being out of the lineup for this game. To me, the ice was tilted in favor of the Flames to win this game. So I'm sure Ryan's going to be happy. Shout out Ryan from Maximum Edge Skate Sharpening Shop. But at the end of the day, the Oilers come up with a big win. Draisaitl gets his 50th goal, and just like that, we go from a big low as an Oiler fan to like a big high. And I've been saying it since the creation of this channel. There's no team that will give you emotional swings like the Edmonton Oilers. They looked like a team that might fall to a wild card spot at the end of the day. So, and then they have a big Battle of Alberta game Saturday night. And they come up with a huge overtime win. So kudos to the Oilers for getting that win, because that would have been 3 in a row for losses, and they would be in big trouble without that win. So much needed win. Getting closer and closer to clinching a playoff spot. So we need as many wins as possible here with the 9 games that are remaining. So best of luck to the Oil, because, I guess winning the division is almost looking like it can't happen. Winning the conference is definitely looking like that's not going to happen. And winning the President's Trophy, unfortunately, is a ship that has sailed. So all my predictions at the beginning of the year were wrong. But again, we just got to make the playoffs. Hope the goaltending is solid and see what happens from there, right? Anything can happen in the playoffs. So, especially when you have McDavid and Draisaitl. So, let's get cracking on the Game 72 recap here. And final score 3-2 Oilers, overtime. Draisaitl with a massive game, gets his 50th goal, and also gets the overtime winner. Also gets an assist on Arvidsson's goal. So 3 points for the Deutschland Dangler. Shots on goal 29-28. Face-off dot was dominated by the Oilers 57-42. And like I said, that face-off dot is so important, especially at this level, to have puck control and, gain momentum and stuff like that. It's so important to keep winning those face-offs, and they've been doing great all year. Hits was pretty close, 19-18 in favor of the Flames. Blocked shots, 21-19, pretty close in favor of the Flames. Giveaways, the Oilers with 19 giveaways. Flames with 12. And like I said, it was a 2-1 game till Draisaitl scored his 50th, and then the arena just erupted. And I think the energy from the crowd really pushed the Oilers to get in this game to overtime, and obviously getting that win in overtime from Draisaitl, crucial in the Oilers here trying to solidify a playoff spot. And a big shout out goes to Calvin Pickard with a .929 save percentage. Makes 26 saves on 28 shots from the Flames, and been saying it all year. The Oilers, they allow 2 goals, maximum 3 goals in a game. They have a chance to win. almost every game with Connor and Leon on the team. So if our goalies can just hold the fort at a maximum of 2, maybe 3 goals, you know, we have a chance in any game. So that's the good thing. Really missed Ekholm on defense. I mean, he is such an important part of this team. Really solidifies that blue line. But Wallman did step up into the first left pairing D-man, paired with Bouchard. And like I said, we got some depth now, so if, you know, God forbid, we do have to deal with some injuries, we have some guys that can step in and play those roles. So that is pretty much the statistical recap of the game. Let's head on over to the Twitter X, favorite part of doing these game recaps, of course. And before we do that, we'll do a quick plug here for the channel. And can't believe it, only 9 games left. So I think we missed 2 game recaps the whole year. One was, and they were both back-to-back games. So it's tough to put all these episodes together in such a short period of time. But overall, been bringing you tons of Oiler content. So hope you like what you're seeing. We just passed 670 subscribers, so we're almost at 700, which is awesome. So thanks to everyone that has subscribed. And let's head on over to X. And just another quick reminder, we are almost at 800 followers on X. And what a community on X. So many awesome Oiler fans on there. And you can follow us. Our handle is @FrozenOilHockey. So enough chat about that, and let's get to some of these Twitter X comments. And we're going to start it off with an unbelievable picture here. This one is from the NHL themselves. What a picture. That's when Draisaitl scored his 50th. And they say the Oilers win this edition of the Battle of Alberta in overtime. 3-2 final score. And the Oilers improved to 42, 26, and 5. Speaking of which, quickly, we can check out the standings now. And the Oilers are now, as of this video, they're tied again with Los Angeles with 89 points. Vegas kind of has been stringing some wins together. They kind of pulled ahead now. They have, a 9-point lead on the Oilers. I mean, as far as the wild card situation is going, the Blues just keep winning. The Wild are barely hanging on. But this loss for the Flames, obviously decreasing their chances of making that final wild card spot. So that's what things are looking like. As far as the overall picture, these E's are the eliminated teams. So Kraken and Predators are new to this list. It was just Chicago and San Jose. So some teams starting to get eliminated, some teams starting to clinch. But the Washington Capitals with 103 points and the Jets with 104 points, it's going to be impossible to catch these teams. With the amount of games that are left, like I said, 9 games left for the Oilers. So I really thought they were going to grab that President's Trophy this year, but that was not in the cards for the Oil this year, unfortunately. I would like that banner to go up at Rogers Place. All right, so just heading back here quickly to X. Next one from Gino Hard. There was a long delay at the start of the first period between the Flames and Oilers due to a fan experiencing a medical emergency in the stands. Sending our best wishes to that fan. Yeah, that was a long delay. But hopefully that fan is okay. And great job by all the medical staff and emergency staff at Rogers Place. Just want to give them a shout out for taking care of that. And next one from the Oilers themselves. We had Hyman mic'd up for Draisaitl's 50th goal last night versus Calgary. Let's turn the sound on. It's funny, they're just celebrating right by the Calgary bench. That's hilarious. There's that shot. Draisaitl catches them on a line change. Awesome 50th, and look at that. And when I saw Draisaitl celebrate like that, I was like, man, I predicted this game wrong. The Oilers are coming back. What a boost, what an energy boost. The crowd was into it, like I said. And this one is from Oilers Adam. The emotion, Leon Draisaitl. Great, great, great post here, capturing that raw emotion of Draisaitl. Just roaring after that 50th goal. Next one from Sean. At Sean_Chai97. Man, was Draisaitl good last night. If not for Wolf, he would have had 4 or 5. He was all over it last night, and that he was. And like I said, I think he should win the MVP. Especially the fact of how this team has been, going through so many ups and downs, so many injuries. That does play a role. And I mean, he's the leading goal scorer by a landslide here, so hopefully he can get that Hart Trophy as well. So congrats to Dry again on his 50th, and that Wolf for Calgary, man, I think they got something there. What a solid goalie. I wish the Oilers could draft and develop something in net here, to go with this current roster, but that seems like that ship has sailed. And here's another one from the Oilers, a Leo overtime. So this is the overtime goal by Draisaitl. Legendary Jack Michaels. That shot had to be absolutely perfect. You can hear it there. It hits the post and goes in. Best sound in sports. What a goal. What a big win. And the BattleOfAlberta for the first 2 periods anyways was pretty quiet, but towards the end of the second here, things started to get a little heated, and thanks to Corey Perry, there was some rough stuff, and just sparked the Oilers and made it a much more entertaining BattleOfAlberta, that's for sure. Next one here from Long Live the King at Stephen Ja Mills, an Oiler for life. It's a cool picture there of Draisaitl animated. Here's one from DNL at Oiler Analytics. Leon Draisaitl officially has 2 more 50-goal seasons than Austin Matthews. So might as well throw some shade at the Leafs here on these legendary nights with these milestones being achieved. Next one here, Dave at Oilers Fan 30. I love Corey Perry, my absolute favorite senior citizen in the league. And yeah, he had a great game. It's not only just on the score sheet. Sometimes you got to do the other stuff, and he always volunteers. So great on Corey Perry. Great game. And great comment from Dave. Next one here from Joe Marino at Joe Marino Buff. Not enough people talk about how catastrophic of an offseason the Edmonton Oilers had. So, Joe, you're obviously not tuning in to Frozen Oil Hockey because we haven't been able to shut up about how catastrophic the offseason has been and how devastating those offer sheets were to this team. But tune in because we feel your pain. Next one here from friend of the show, Eric Friesen. Oilers top prospect Matt Savoy, 9th overall in 22, notched a goal and an assist in a 3-2 win for the Bakersfield Condors last night. Savoy now has 14 goals, 34 points in his last 35 AHL games, .97, what a number. Points per game. And this is a nice assist on a power play goal. So, I mean, I think we got something here in Savoy. He just needs to be paired with the right people. But offensively, this Savoy, he's got it. He's got it. So, I mean, we gave up, McLeod for this guy. And, once this guy is a permanent fixture on the Oilers roster, I think he's going to be a special player. He was touted early in his career in his junior days. And prior to his junior days, he was touted right up there with Bedard. So, I mean, a special player, and can't wait till he is a full-time Oiler. And last but not least, I don't know if you watched After Hours. Paul Coffey and McTavish were on telling old Battle of Alberta stories, and they showed this clip, and I'm like, oh my god, I remember this, and this is just crazy. Watch these guys scrap while lying down on the ice. Look at this. Holy smokes. That is a battle here in the Battle of Alberta, and man, just crazy. And like I said, I mentioned it in the previous video, that Tim Hunter, you know, you get older, you get wiser, you know, you just couldn't stand him as an Oiler fan, watching him always getting into fights with the Oilers. But when you get older and you see how much punishment that guy took from, you know, McClellan there and Semenko and Dave Brown, and just always went up to bat for the Flames. So, I mean, just crazy, these battles of Alberta, and just the type of intensity and rough stuff that happened in them. So just a great clip there to see how things used to be. The game has changed and evolved a lot, but to see two guys lying down fighting like that is just crazy. It's awesome to see, and I wanted to share it with everyone here that's tuned in. So that's pretty much going to do it for today's episode. Thanks so much for watching. And yeah, let's see what happens here with the Oilers. The Oilers play next Tuesday at 8 o'clock against the Vegas Golden Knights. That's a game that probably every Oiler fan would want to be at and watch live. They are in Vegas, so a huge game for the Oilers here to keep marching towards securing a playoff spot. That's another late start, 8 o'clock p.m., and a lot of these games are going to be late starts, so we'll see how quick we can get these game recaps out to you. But that'll do it for today. Thanks for watching. Congrats to Dry on his 50th goal. First in the league to reach 50, and it's the 4th time he's done it in his career, which is amazing. And last but not least, and most importantly, go Oilers, go.
Frozen or hockey, the channel you need. Oilers on the ice, unstoppable speed. Chasing the cup, we're gonna succeed. With David leading, we're built to exceed.
Frozen or hockey,